Welcome to the Daily Gospel of John. It's getting a little late in the evening. Mosquitoes are out, but I have a little gadget protecting me from them. Seems to be working. Thankful my wife picked it up. Verse 23. He who does not honor the he who does not honor the Son does not honor the Father who sent him. Jesus is laying it out pretty clear to these Pharisees that are accusing him of blasphemy. He would have been blaspheming, calling himself equal with God, unless he was equal with God, which he was. So he didn't beat around the bush, though, in saying that if you think you're connected with God and you're not connected with me, you don't know God. And that's backed up by God saying frequently in the Old Testament to the religious leaders, you are near me with your lips, but your hearts are far from me. You don't know me. And that's why Messiah came eventually. And so there's a lot of people in the world that might say, oh, I believe in God, but this Jesus thing, I don't know. No, let me say, you don't believe in God unless you know Jesus. We say really clearly, you don't know God. You're either deceived, or you think you know God, or you're fooling people, but you don't know him. You can't know him except through Jesus Christ. You may know about him, like you might have heard about George Washington or Abe Lincoln. It's one thing to know about somebody. It's another thing to know them in a relationship. Jesus is the path to relationship with God. And he said, unless you're honoring him on an equal plane as honoring the Father, then you don't know the Father. Pretty heavy-duty claims. I believe it's true. As it says in Hebrews chapter 1, Jesus is the exact representation of God's being. Exact representation of God's being. He made the universe. He's not just some nice man that somehow ended up on a cross because he had a bad deal. No. Honor him. Honor him. Worship him as you would worship God. And he's the only path to God. I hope you definitely will connect with God through Jesus Christ because he loves you. God bless.